I get this question. Oh, what's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I get this question all the time. I got this question in my inbox, which I will remain his name nameless. And he paid PayPal money. So, hey, I'll do it. I'll do the video. How do you convince friends and family to be on board with your new business idea? I've done several videos on this, but it seems to be something that's really like people really have a hard time pushing on their ideals and goals when they have family. Now, listen, if you got little kids and you got a wife or a husband, yes, I understand the friction there you're creating when you want to do something different, because essentially they married you for who you were at the time. Things change, people change. Now the relationship changed. So here's my answer to that gentleman, and thank you for the PayPal. And so we're just gonna hit the 4: system, action, consistency, and social proof. And the 5th is sell or be sold. So I'm not gonna be on here too long, but I just want to let him know and see this video. You have to have a system. And so a lot of times I'll tell people, go buy a Plexi board, because they got $100 board, you can get it at Office Depot. But you can also go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get this board that's actually a board that goes behind your shower. No one knows about it, but if you go over to the aisle where you have, it'll be boards, Plexi boards, thin boards. You'll see a board that's like a marker could write on it. Go get one for like $9. You get a huge one across your wall. You'll see it in a lot of people's YouTube videos. And essentially what you're going to do is you're going to get that board in a space that I guess your wife will allow, because some people have homes like that. Don't want it in the middle of the den. They don't want it where everybody can see, but somewhere in an office for you or a space for you. Put that up on the board and put your system up there. Now, the best thing I do, like a lot of people ask me, well, Erica, how do you do all these different things? I'm not doing that many different things. Like I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I do a lot of stuff because I hour block my time. I turn the little egg timer on. I turn my other cell phone on. I put the egg timer on and I respond to emails. I send out marketing. I call subcontractors. I do all the stuff in the time the egg timer gives me. Now, many of you work jobs, and I'm not saying you don't work hard at your jobs, but what I will say is you're at jobs where a lot of you have a lot of free time. Like, I'm just trying to be nice, but a lot of you have free time where you're not working. You're checking Facebook, you're responding to messages, you're going in the office to go cook your lunch, you're doing all this other stuff. And people get offended when I say that, but that is a lot of people's jobs. They have a lot of free time. They're not always attached to the phone. They're not. It's not true. So again, now why is this system important? Because you want to start kind of like, this is what will be going down in this house. Now, why do people get lost or get burned out or get overwhelmed? Because they don't have no system. I know guys who wake up and go, well, I don't got no leads today. That should never be a day. Sorry, that should never be. If you don't have any leads, you need to go door knock. Right now, as I'm creating the Middleman to Millions course, a lot of the stuff I'm talking about is how to get consistent leads so that you, even if you have people working for you or people subcontracting for you, or even if it's you, every day you can go out and have something to do or have people to talk to or leads to talk to. Even if you just close two closings of painting jobs or fence jobs or a service industry job a week, you are ahead of a lot of people. Some people have dry weeks. And that don't mean one, I mean 2, 3, 4 weeks. I know one guy who's like, yeah, just give me a call. And he doesn't understand why people don't call him back. And I'm like, you have no proactivity, you're no closing. You suck. So look, you have to stop trying to sell everybody on your goal. Listen to what I said. Go get that whiteboard, go put it at the house. I know some of you have spouses who are like, don't put that in my house. Like, that's crazy. But if that's your deal, go put it in the garage, wherever you put, and put what you're going to do your daily task on. All right. Now, action. Here is why a lot of people don't believe you. I've seen people do this a million times. They'll join an MLM group for 3 months. They're yelling every day on Facebook about their MLM group. And then all of a sudden they're done. Well, it didn't work for me. It didn't do anything for me. 90 days is barely a bar to have a challenge. Like, I have my personal trainer for 6 months. Like, when I signed my contract, it was for 6 months. So when people tell me they did something for a month or 3 months, I'm like, if you don't move out my face, I don't understand that whole, like, I did something really quickly and it should be respond. But we're trained, and a lot of people are still trained. They go to work 4 hours, they get paid 4 hours. Same thing with Uber, DoorDash, and Lyft. People who use 4 hours, I don't know how they use their 4 hours, but if they don't get paid exactly $12.50 every hour of Ubering and DoorDashing, then they didn't make enough money. this is a scam. And I'm like, get out of here, yo, get out of here. So again, system, what is your daily systems? And I try in every course that I put out to put what system I'm using so that it doesn't look like, well, Erica, you're skipping a step, because I did that and it didn't work. Watch the videos. I always try to put a system in there. Action and consistency. This is something you're signing up for a year or two. And the reason I have I know people who say, well, you know, it's so hard to get your spouse to work out and do this, that. You cannot force another person to do nothing. You can't force anybody to do it. You have to be the display. You have to lead by example. And I know people hate hearing that. I get so many comments from you guys saying, Erica, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, look, dude, you can't be 300-pound black dude and overweight with a big pot belly and telling your wife she needs to go work out. It just doesn't work like that. You have to lead by example. I mean, people are like, well, that doesn't. No, I don't care if you bring in all the money in the world. It is a lead by example. And if you're going to the gym every day, the social pressure of your spouse going to the gym every single day, but you're not going, is going to catch up with that other person. My mom and dad both smoke cigarettes. My dad would always smoke my mom's pack of cigarettes. She'd be like, why are you doing that? Go buy your own. And he's like, I'll smoke whatever cigarettes I want in this house. She said, okay, no worries. That was her last pack of cigarettes that very day, because she decided she wanted to quit. Just right there. Never picked up another pack of cigarettes again. And you know what? He had to start going buy his own pack of cigarettes. But it's just a small example of where she just said something pissed her off. And she's like, I'm going to be consistent and not smoke anymore. Smoke cigarettes anymore. So anyway, it's a consistency factor. Like if you go back on it, then he'll just smoke your pack of cigarettes too. You know, it's just one of those simple tasks, right? So social proof. Here is a problem. Many people want to stun on them. I feel you. If anybody feel you, don't you know your girl Erica want to stun on them too. There's a lot of people right now who are Facebook famous. And I know I make more than them 3-4 times over, and they call me for advice. So I'll say that, and I'll be quit being that way. But social proof, people want to go on Facebook. Don't. Use your Facebook like you normally would, and stay away from the negative stuff. Post pictures of your family, post vacation pictures, keep it simple. I'm even trying to walk my Facebook back to that, where I'm just going to post pictures of my vacations and me speaking on tour with Andre and other stuff. Just keep it very simple. Why? Because when people start saying, man, she's going on vacations all the time, she's traveling all the time, like it starts to build more conversation than you posting every day about your MLM. And Facebook is giving people the ability to snooze people, hide people's profiles, unfollow them. And that's fine. Let people do that, right? But you go and get your leads from strangers. If that means Instagram, that means YouTube, Google AdWords, the public space, somewhere other than Facebook. So many people get discouraged because they're trying to convince other people of their skill on Facebook. That doesn't work. Stop trying to convince people on Facebook that your business is a good idea. You know how you convince people your business is a good deal? Go get strangers to buy it. Right now, many real estate agents, the reason they fail is they sell 2 or 3 houses to their friends, and then now they're stuck. They don't have any other way to get leads. It's a very true phenomenon. Don't go on Facebook trying to give social proof. You know how you give social proof? By living a great life, by actually paying off your debt, by actually paying off your car, by actually moving your wife in a new house. There are many credit repair groups on Facebook, and I get in some here or there for my little hour block or my little 30 minutes and comment and check out stuff. But 90% of the time, the ones that make the most positive act is when they go in there and say, hey, I did what this group told me to do. Now I bought a house. Now I bought a car. Now I did this. All it does is it creates social proof for the rest of the people in the group that they need to get on their stuff. Because a lot of people, again, when it comes to credit repair and clean up your credit, a lot of people wait to the last minute. Oh, well, I want a car tomorrow, so now I need a credit repair. Oh, I want to get a house in 90 days. Whoa, bro, like this has been a mess for years. Don't act like you want to change everything in 90 days. So same thing goes for health. Same thing goes for everything else. I know the desire to put up social proof about your business. Don't, because all that's going to do is open the door to you having to try to convince people your business is good. How do you convince people your business is good? By actually making money, by focusing on what brings in money, and being on Facebook doesn't. Sorry, unless you have Facebook ads, it's not what brings in money. Now, people will say, well, Erica, what about your friend that's on Facebook 4 hours a day and commenting groups? He literally direct response markets people in those groups. Hey, you want to talk to me? Hit me in the DMs. You want to talk to me? Hit me in the DMs. And he does that in all these groups, at least 100 groups. And so his thing is usually just rolling, okay? So it's a difference. Sell or be sold. Many of you, the way to convince your friends and family is just be sold on your product. Be sold on what you do. Some of y'all, it may take 5 years before your family believes you. There are a lot of people I know who are real estate agents, made good money year 1 and 2, but if they tell their family, yeah, I only made 36,000, 36,000? You could have stayed a teacher. You could have did this. Do not try to convince your friends and family on a path that is for you. That is, I'm not going to say it's weakness, but I'm going to say a lot of people want to vent. And they want to vent to their mom and vent to their dad and vent to their family. And all that does is make everybody in your family go, well, see, that ain't working. You see, that ain't working. Don't do that. Get in like-minded groups of people. You see what I'm talking about. You see I'm traveling with Dre. You see I'm going out to do these groups. I'm going to Detroit. I'm meeting people. I'm going to go to Jacksonville and check with the hood estates. I'm going to go to these different places because I want to get around like-minded people to keep on the bigger why. What is your why? Why do you want to start this business? And for many of the people that are in the comment section, and sometimes my messages, they go to work and they cannot be themselves. They go to work and they feel like they're strangled in there. They go to work and they cannot breathe. They go to work and it sucks. Now, you can't just say, I want to quit my job. Don't do that. You have to build the system in place for you to have wealth. And a lot of times what happens is when people stop having BS jobs, they actually get down to what they bare bones need. And a lot of times when I worked at Lowe's, there were men in there just laughing and talking for 30 minutes, waiting on stuff to be loaded in their truck. And you'd be like, how much money are you really making? I make like 5 to 8 a month, 8 grand a month, cutting lawns, or I make 5 to 8 a month doing yard work or doing this and that. And so the thing is, you can make good money, but you got to be consistent. You got to make the knock. You got to door knock. You got to have the things you do that bring in results. And I get it. You want your wife to be proud of you. This is a paid video. So I know he wants his wife to be proud of him, and I get that. But you know how she can be proud of you? Is being consistent. If you come home and you do the same things that you've been doing all these years, they don't believe you. You know what I'm saying? People don't believe you. Action and results are belief. Action and results are the proof you need. I have one client switch jobs, and his wife did not want him to switch jobs, and now he makes double the money at the job he's at in Dallas. That's how you get them to shut up. That's it. Like proof and results. That's how people shut up. That's how people go, you know what, baby, you were right and I was wrong. Now, you're not going to hear that. You're never going to hear that, but you know it. Okay, so don't push for that, but you know, right? You know what I mean? Like, don't ever go, you know, I was right. Like, don't do that. That's a bad home life. But just definitely keep that vibe in mind that, you know, how do you prove it to people? Like this past week, I flew my mom in last minute. The tickets from our hometown to Austin are $700 if you do it last minute. You do it early, it's $200. And everybody's like, she flew you last minute? My family were like, oh my goodness, she must be making money. Now, I've been doing this for 5 years, y'all, 6 years. Done bought cars, done bought properties, done invested in groups, done spoke on stages, done produced books, done had 1,000 plus videos. But it wasn't until I flew somebody out last minute, like, no problem, got you. Took them out all week long. Then it gives social proof to other people. So again, do not wear yourself out trying to give social proof via Facebook, via these other groups of your success, because you may be making more money than they are and in less debt than they are. But they want to show you their Dodge Charger. They want to stun on you. And you know their situation ain't that great. All right. So it's like, don't go broke trying to impress people. Again, Instagram, careful. There's a lot of travel bloggers who their articles showing up where girls have spent 20, 30,000 on credit cards traveling with no way to make the money back. Oh my God. Just to show social proof to people and grow their Instagram. And that's my problem with that is you're missing the whole point of travel. The whole point of travel is to see the world, grow as a person, you know, that kind of thing. And you're out here trying to stun on the gram. Where they do that at, right? So if you're going to do that, if you're going to travel for a year, at least make some money off it. Have a blog, do some stuff, get some affiliates, you know? So anyway, I'm going to check these comments, but I'm going to get rolling. I'm meeting somebody for lunch. Anyway, let's go here. Let's go. Been the bartender. Time planning is key. It's very key. It's very key. Work on my blog, Slow Nights. That's right. Referrals. Yes. Yes, President Hudson, this is an important topic. It can be so frustrating trying to sell people on your business ventures. Exactly. Do not sell. Try to get around like-minded people. Even like I think Todd Capital, he was saying he's got this group. He's been buying rental properties. His mom and dad are like, I don't know, and he's got a successful product. So again, even if you have your PhDs, your law degrees, your everything, your family still might be like, I don't know. So Derek Bailey, what's up? Ricky Doss, hello. Ben the bartender, me and the missus work out together. It's a must to keep motivated. You know, sometimes I've seen some couples who the husband goes a little too much, does a little too much. The wife's like, I don't want to go work out with this person. And you got to meet in the middle. So, in general, what you do together is if you eat together, you eat together, you work out together, you work out together. Like you got to have a common kind of thing. Even though people are like, that's not true, Erica. I think it's important for you to, if you're consistent, the other person, their love and passion for your consistency will show. Cashmatic, what up, Erica? And on another tip with that, about people, I have been so devout about my systems and calling people and doing stuff that I have not been an active real estate agent for almost 3 years now, 2 years and a half. And people still call me with leads and referrals. People still call me with leads and referrals for the painting company. People still call me for leads. Like people are watching you. So you don't have to be out here stunting so hard on Facebook. People are watching. They are watching. Don't let them play like, oh, I didn't know you were doing that. They a liar and the truth is not in them. They are watching you. Don't be changing your Facebook talking about CEO, all this stuff. That looks stupid. Go over to LinkedIn. Put your big boy drawers on, go over to LinkedIn and set up your stuff and start connecting with people. Also, another thing when I talk about bigger pockets, you guys connecting on bigger pockets. Maybe people get mad about me talking about bigger pockets so much. But the problem is bigger pockets is where you're going to have to put your money where your mouth is. When you create a profile on there and you go on there and talk about you want to buy real estate, you can only kick so many tires for people like, yeah, they ain't real. They ain't really trying to do nothing. So that's the deal. Okay. Chris Lee TV, hello. Cliff Peters, hello. Cashmatic, okay. Lady Moore, Cam, we live in a results-oriented society. Get results and people will naturally want to work with you. Exactly. And if you're pushing so hard, there is some truth to the powerless unsubconscious mind, Seller Be Sold, 10X. If you are pushing so hard, your spouse will see like, damn, he's going to seminars. He's working his ass off. He's buying books. There's books in his house. His clothes are different. I can tell you right now, there is a woman from my church. Her husband dresses like one of those black guys, and I don't want to be stereotypical, but he's in his mid-30s wearing shit that you wear at 20s. The socks with the flip-flops, the gym shorts all the time, but they ain't gone to gym in years. You know what I mean? And when he got really serious about his new sales job, I mean, he started wearing the button-ups and the slacks, the button-ups and the slacks, like just the wardrobe change, the mindset change. I can tell you, she was very attracted to him. Level up. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go out and get new clothes for your person to be attracted to you. It's the energy. It's that energy you throwing off, that confidence you're throwing off. That bum shit is not attractive. There's this guy on Facebook. He's always saying how I don't work 9 to 5 so I can dress how I want. And he looks like a fucking bum. I wouldn't give him no business even if he wasn't. Like, even if you can dress like that, like you're in your house in socks and flip-flops and gym shorts every day, bro, what kind of people you hanging around? Miss me with that. Again, passion, focus, energy. People feel your passion. They feel your focus. They feel your energy. They feel your consistency. I think it's up to you to determine your level of success. You can't please everybody. Very true. Where do you get your shirts made? I'm looking for a company to make business t-shirts. Tawanda, I didn't make this shirt. This is a affiliate shirt. Got a bunch of them. I got like 12 of them. Jamar, that's the truth. Brandon Hicks, hey Erica. Be great. What's the name of the apartment investing group in Houston? How do I get in? Again, anytime I'm in investment groups, what I do is see if they're legit. What's the results? Did they pay me my quarterly dividend? And then I give people feedback. So the one I talk about all the time is Brad Sumrock in Dallas. Y'all can join that one. Ben the bartender, congrats on your little business. Fake love. Bam, 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 bam. Ben the bartender. Can I get a hello? Okay. Ben the bartender. When people say, "Oh, how's your little business doing?" The other day, no, before my mom came, I think somebody said, how's your little business doing or something. Now you don't go to them and say, how's your little job going? They would be insulted. They would choke you if you insulted their job. So I always tell people, watch that low key hate, man. Like, sounds like you're hating. And here's the thing, another thing. I had one of my aunts one time go, well, you got to get a better job so you can help your future husband. And my uncles were like, if he's a real man, he ain't going to ask you to be his roommate. He's going to be your husband. He's going to help take care of you. Now, some people can say what they want about that. But 90% of the times when you see people who are ready, in my observation, people who are getting married right now in our society are usually yuppies, are usually dudes who are like, I'm going to make sure I'm going to take care of her. I got her. She's good. And what do I mean by yuppies? People making over 60 to 75,000 a year. Most of those people are getting married. Every book you read lately, it's the top 20% who are getting married and fresh out of college. But it's a mindset shift. It is not, like when people are saying these low key hater shit, what they're really saying is, well, I can't do it, so you can't do it. Same thing when I told you guys about the airport guy. When I was talking about having the painting company, he was like, oh, I did one of those in college. I didn't really make money. I got a real job. I was like, oh, I have 7 employees. His fucking face changed, yo. I can't even explain it to y'all how his face just looked. Like I punched him in the stomach and didn't have to do anything, right? And it was like the next 30 minutes was nonstop. He had to know every answer. What bank, what company, how do I get the leads? How? Because that's the thing. People, you will burn yourself out trying to sell or be sold. If you are selling your family, selling your spouse, selling your friends, selling everybody on your business, you will not have any energy to do the other stuff. And many people are saying, well, I've got information burnout. I'm stuck. I can't go anywhere. And it's not that you're stuck and you can't go anywhere. You are afraid to make a mistake. And that is not in business. Every business makes a mistake or two. If you are so risk averse, you can never make a mistake, go stay at your job and don't talk about it ever again. And that's what the recession is going to do. The recession is going to have a bunch of people who've been talking about their business owner back at a damn job. And I'm glad for it because it clears out the muck. It clears out the muck, the lies, right? Like, don't lie about it. Don't lie about it. Just, if that's not what you're doing, that's not what you're doing. If you're not every day out here making sales calls, getting leads, closing, getting on the phone, don't lie. Don't lie, don't front. Like, posting on Facebook every day is not is not a business, right? Like, this dude is in these groups DMing people to close a deal and make a sale, right? Because even I have the app on my phone from, Grant Cardone. It's talking about close the deal. And a lot of times it has closes. Like, you already knew how much it was going to cost. So you get in or what, right? Like, you already knew what to do, And so a lot of times the closing are so hilarious on the app, but they're true, right? People are afraid to take that extra step and close. So if you have somebody say, well, I gave all this value, I've been giving people value, dude, I love Gary Vee, but I gave value for years on YouTube. And it wasn't until I straight up said, here's a product or service. Here's how I can help you. I can get on the phone with you and help you. Here's how I can do this and help you. Did anything change for me? So anyway, how's your little business doing? Boy, I tell you, Ben the bartender, that right there gets me so hot whenever somebody says, I go 6 figures and I just walk off because I'm a bee. But anyway, let's go here. President Hudson, fake love. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. And a lot of people get offended because they're trying to convince their family they're doing so well. And the best way you can do is stay so focused on your business. 1 or 2 years. Now, many people say, well, Erica, it's been 2 years. And I go, has it been 2 years of consistently pitching your deal to strangers, closing your deal every day? When I meet people say they're a wholesaler, I'm like, okay, well, how many deals have you done? What are you doing every day? You should be in different neighborhoods and all over the city trying to close deals every day if that's what you say you do. It is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. And the reason your wives and your girlfriends and your family don't believe you is because you are not consistent. You are not taking action. They can call your house right now and you sitting on the couch in gym shorts and socks and flip-flops playing one of those games. And they already know it. Does everybody need some downtime? For sure. Everybody needs some downtime, some veggie time, some watching TV, relax time. But a bunch of y'all are relaxing way too much. You have no, like when I see all these things on funerals, like, hey, our cousin died and we need a GoFundMe. Are you kidding me? There's like 30 of y'all in your family and all you can't pull together $100 a piece? Miss me with that. Miss me with that. Again, don't spend this time chilling too much. You know, I watch certain lives here and there, but there are times when I can't watch other people's lives. I'm like, I'm busy working. But you got an hour block and you got to have a system and you got to be consistent. That's what changes it for you. There are days I come on this computer and I'm like, woo, look at them sales. I don't even know where they came from. But you got to be consistent. So Clark Vaughn, Erica, great topic, great advice. Find an audience for your ideal. Keep things moving. Invest in Detroit. Come back. Stay longer next time. Tons of respect, Clark. Hey, Clark, I'll be back in Detroit like 3 more times, like in August and before that. So dark reviewer, that's what I do, but that's not the topic of the day. Cash Money, I call it dry hating. It is, baby, it's dry hating. Lance Brown, what's your opinion on Tulsa Real Estate Fund June 1st offering? I've already did a video on that. The previous video was on the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. So I'm leaving out of here. Thanks for who just just put that who put that PayPal in. I'm not gonna say your name. I appreciate it. But again, listen, the best thing you can do for your family and your friends where you live at is for you to have a system in place. It's for you to take action on that system daily. You have some consistency. Find a group of like people. And I told you Bigger Pockets. I told you the RIA groups in your local area. And that's how you win. That's how you convince your family. That's how you convince your spouse. That's how you get out of the situation you're in, is being consistent. Thank you for the YouTube. Thank you for the request. Thank you for the PayPal. Again, Seller Be Sold. Grab that book. Everybody, this is Erica, Classy Climb Blog. Thank you guys for coming out today. How do you convince friends and family? By being sold yourself and actually having results. Woo! Thank you, Rhonda, for the $5 super chat. Rhonda is the sponsor of today's show. But again, you guys, on a serious note, I still have, I put the 30% up coupon up again. Freedom Friday 1 is the code, and that's for the tax lien course and the marijuana course. Why? Because I still get emails on it, and I'm like, just buy the course, dude. There's a discount code for you. Chris Lee TV said, my moving company was cute until they need to be moved out and got charged full price too. Hey, that's how you do it. So everybody, this is Erica at Classy Climb Blog. You guys have been amazing. See you guys later.